Sega.
Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group. I'm Jason, and I am going to be playing some Valkyria Chronicles today. Still trying to get the audio to work because for some reason it is not. So give me a moment here. I got to play around with this. It's being a pain in the butt. But let me see if I can do some things to make it work. Force it to do what it's supposed to do. Okay, so that's coming through where it needs to. So let's see if I can now get it to actually do that where it needs to. Still coming through the game speakers. Okay, so that's not what I wanted. Let me see if I can fix it another way. Come over to here. And let's see here. Game sound. Try fixing that. Test. Let's see. I might have to close the game and reopen it just to get it to do what I want it to do. Which sucks, but you know. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you got to try turning it off, turn it back on again, right? So let's stop the game, confirm. Okay, and restart it. See if it'll work. There we go. Now I can hear it. Now it's doing what it's supposed to do, at least in my headphones, which means I should be able to switch it now in the game sound. To default. And see if it works now. Yes. Now you get the joy of hearing the game too. Alright, so finally got it working. Okay, I don't know why. Sometimes technology likes to be a dick, if you will. But we are picking up where we left off. The last time I played some Valkyria Chronicles. Last time played for a little bit, and then Zach was able to play a game, so we switched over to playing some Raft, and that was a good time. We had some fun. But, you know, right now, I'm going to pick up where we left off, because that's what happened. We had some gameage going on. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to figure out more about this game, at least for those of you who haven't played it before. I have played it several times. I really like this game. And what we're doing, it's a very much a story-based, story-driven game. It's a lot of cutscenes, a lot of watching the story. And then where we're at right now, where you see that wonderful little arrow pointing at that box with the new, this is actually a map for battle. So we're actually going to enter this battle. And we're going to view this episode as I will. And we're going to enter and Well, we're going to see how we do.
I'll explain the mission.
You do that, Alicia. You explain the mission. So, the enemy's invaded the Windmill Plaza and has taken almost the entire area over. Okay. We're going to deploy from this position. We're the blue square. Okay. And, enemy's going to be sweeping down from there. So, we're going to need to hide behind sandbags for cover as we advance toward the plaza where all those arrows are pointing right now. Okay. Our goal this time is to eliminate the enemy leader. Pretty sure they'll be there in the plaza area. So, if you watch the first episode when I, played a couple days ago with Zach, played Raft with Zach, but before I played with Zach, played Raft where I was playing this. If you watch that, in that first battle, I was explaining a lot about how kind of the mechanics of the game work. And in general, this one's saying, my goal is to eliminate the enemy leader. I do not have to go after anybody else if I don't want to. Okay? If I eliminate the enemy leader, technically, that completes my goal. I win the battle. How quickly I do that, how efficiently I do that, how much I do that without fucking my own people over, that's going to determine what score you get. Okay? Uh-oh. What's it doing now? Okay, I don't know what was going on there. Okay, something going on there, and for some reason it has shrunk my screen on there, so I need to see if I can fix that. There we go. Now you should be able to see the full thing. Let's get it to the right. There we go. Okay, so now you should be able to see the full screen. I don't know what that was going on there. For some reason, my computer decided, hey, guess what? I'm going to fuck with you. Which sometimes it does that. Anyway, we're back at the game. So, like it says, hidden enemies won't show up in the command mode view, so we have to be careful as we make our advance, because, excuse me, if someone's hidden, they can mess you up. So, like it says, our goal is victory, defeat the enemy leader. We fail if one of our main two people, Welkin or Alicia, dies, or 20 turns have passed. So we have to be good.
Begin. It's up to us to defend Brule.
Okay, you got it. We will defend Brule. All right, so this is where we're going. So it's my player phase. If you haven't watched before, this is kind of like the overview screen.
Our target is the Imperials in Mill Plaza. Focus on taking down their captain.
All right, that is, like we said, what we're going to do.
Breaking the chain of command should at least buy some time for the townspeople to get away.
All right.
All right, I got it. Let's all be careful out there.
Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
Yep, here we go. She's going to tell us what we need to do. About damage. Ooh. A set amount of the damage a unit has sustained is healed in each turn. Good to know, right? If a unit has taken heavy damage, don't push them. Stay back and heal up. Should enemy attacks drive a unit's HP to 0, their condition becomes critical. In this battle, we have no way of helping a unit in critical condition. In future battles, we will, okay? There's different things you can do as we go through the game. You can get certain additional abilities and things like that where you can do a lot of other cool stuff, okay? So try to fight carefully so no one's HP reaches 0. Yeah, makes sense, right? Okay, so this is kind of the command overview screen. Right now, this is the player phase. Just to remind everyone, at the top there, it tells you what turn it is, and it tells you how many command points you have. I have 3 command points, basically meaning I've got 3 actions. Okay, so right now, remember, I'm supposed to try to go towards this center plaza, and visibly, I can see a scout here and a scout here. I can't see any hidden units. Like they mentioned, there could be hidden units, so I got to be careful. And I've got 3 people to work with. Welkin, Alicia, and just a regular town watchman. Okay? To be honest, I just leave these guys there. They don't really do shit for you. I mean, they can't... It depends. Later on, maybe. Okay? But really not so much because you get other people that you can use later on, and they're much, much better than just a generic watchman. Okay? And because I can use the same person multiple times, I'm not going to waste an action on him. Okay? I'm going to stick with my go-to guy, Welkin. So I'm going to choose him. And by choosing him, now I can kind of see in the battlefield. So there's one guy there, and the other guy's further down the way. I can't quite see him. If I go to map, I can kind of see on that mini map there where they're at. But what I want to do is I want to get to these guys and fuck them up, basically. So staying in cover is key. For those of you who watched last time, you know that. We talked about that. So the thing is, I'm going to just make a flat-out run and try to get in cover, but I also want to get close enough to this guy that I can mess him up. Okay? And being that he is knelt down, he already has cover, so it's going to be hard to take him out. So, you know, it's a little bit more challenging than that first battle that we're at. Oh, that guy's standing up. Oh, there we go. There's the first guy. Sightline appears over his or her head. All right, that line connects the unit to the enemy, meaning that line points in the direction of their location. Use it as a guide when attacking or when trying to position units in a spot where they'll be safe from enemy attacks. So, now before I click past this, because it might jump me right back into the action, my goal here is I'm going to try to run up to the sandbags that one guy that's standing at is at, and then kneel down and immediately go into my targeting mode so I can try to target his head. Because he's standing up, if I get close enough and I don't take too much damage and everything, then when I fire, I'm probably going to take him out. Okay? And that's what I want to try to do. So, here we go. And I'm going to continue running and crouch and now target mode. Beautiful. Okay, about attacking enemies. We already talked about this in the first one, but basically, QRE buttons locks onto them, and I can switch between which ones, or I can just move around my cursor and line it up how I want. Okay, the cursor, it says crosshairs turn red when a unit aiming at an enemy has a clear line of sight on their target. Use the guideline that extends from the gun when firing near obstacles to see if they're blocking the shot. If that line is interrupted, it means the unit's attack will be blocked. Okay, so, and up here at the top, it tells you how many shots I need to actually kill this guy based on where I'm aiming, how many shots I'm going to take, basically what the weapon does during this turn. You'll notice there is a versus pers or versus personnel. Okay, there's a circle, meaning, yes, I can shoot at them, I can damage them. Versus armor, this weapon does nothing versus armor. Like a tank or something like that, like armored equipment. Versus an area, this is not an area effect type of weapon, so it doesn't do anything for an area either. Okay. When we're aimed at a crosshairs on an enemy, we get the whole specifications, we get all that information. Okay. And this basically tells what I just mentioned. Okay. And indicate the effectiveness against different targets. Circles mean it's effective. If you get a triangle, it does some damage. If you get the X, it does nothing. Okay. So area shows whether the attack damage a broad area, and shots, okay, like we said, shows the number of rounds fired per each attack. 2 kills, how many I need to connect based on exactly where I'm aiming to actually destroy the target. So 5 rounds fired, 2 must hit according to the window that's showing. Okay, number only takes shots that hit the center of the crosshairs into account. Misses or hits to other areas aren't taken into account into the tally for how many shots actually have to kill. Okay. And it gives you an estimate when you're selecting targets to see, okay, what, is this worthwhile? Is this a good shot? Or maybe should I aim at somebody else? In this case, I want to aim at him, but I want to aim at this headshot. And like I mentioned the other day, since his head is filling the entire frame, the odds of me hitting his head are practically, 100%, almost. So firing at this guy, unless he's able to duck, which I don't think they do in the early ones, but they can in later ones, he's toast. Yep. See, I got him. Okay.
Yes.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to position myself a little bit better. So I'm facing that next guy, and then I'm going to end my current action because I don't want my guy to move up too far just yet. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, and again, this is, if I was playing for myself, I usually play a lot more risky as opposed to describing things and sharing information like this. But here, because if I was playing more risky, I would have just ran with Welkin even further, try to get him more up into the middle area here. But in this case, I'm actually going to grab Alicia because what I want to do here is I want to show something else. I'm going to run up here, and I'm going to get up here next to Welkin, crouch down next to him, and then with her, I'm going to fire at this guy. Now, notice, it's going to take 9 shots in his headshots to kill him. That's not going to kill him. Okay. But here's two things. Because of how close I am to Welkin, there is a possibility, again, I can't remember because it's been a little while since I played, if this happens this early in the game, but because we're close to each other, there's a possibility that he also shoots too and fires with me at the target because we're right next to each other. It's kind of like a team up thing. If that's the case, then even if we don't kill him, this guy, on his turn when he fires at us, he's probably not going to be able to kill us. And what we said is anytime you get shot at, if you live, you get to counter. Well, again, if both these two will fire at the same time for this, then if that guy survives and he ends up firing back at us, he's probably not going to kill us. So then it'll be his turn eventually. And he will then shoot at us, again, probably not kill us, and we'd counter with both of them attacking again. So it's kind of a little trick. Let's see if it works. Nope. So in this case, Welkin, like I said, it might just because they're too early in the game for that team up kind of shit. But so Welkin did his thing. Okay. Now it still might work on the counter attacks. So because of that, again, I said I don't normally use the Watchman, but I'm going to this time. Just because I want to see if we can get all three of these sons of guns up here and kind of working together to try to take out this guy. Okay, now he's going to counter. Okay, now he's shooting, and that's just because I haven't ended my turn. So I'm going to end my turn. And now I'm ending the current phase. So now it is the enemy's phase. So that's where the enemy's going to go. This guy's probably going to shoot at us. And we'll see what it is. Oh, there was another one hidden. But now, look, everyone's firing at that guy as he's running. And here's this guy's returning fire, and he got him. Okay, because we weakened him enough with all three of us shooting at him as he was trying to run. Now, let's see what this guy does. Okay, he's just going to shoot at our Watchman. So the Watchman's just going to retaliate. And he ends up finishing him off. Okay, so there we go. We killed two guys not on our turn, and we just wounded this guy too. And see how the Watchman ducked. Nice. Okay, sometimes your evasion is good enough. You can duck. And, oh, almost got him on that. See if he tries to move. Yep, he did. So we all fired, and at least one of us hit him, taking him out. So we killed three guys on that turn. It wasn't even our turn. Okay, so depending on how you position people and use people, sometimes you can do shit like that and be pretty effective. So now we've wiped out 4 dudes in total. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Welkin, and I'm going to try to move him way up over here. 1, to see what's going on up there, and 2, because I want to run him past all these guys and see if I can, like, salvage some gear for future. Again, I can't remember if that's going to let me do that this early in the game, but we'll see. So, like, yeah, see, I'm not even seeing the bodies, so I'm running up this way, and do I see anyone? Yep, there we go. I see a guy. That right there. That, notice he's red? That should be their leader. And the other thing you'll notice is his little bar at the upper left where it says what he is. He's a scout. Notice he's got one of those little symbols that's the command point symbol. If we take this guy out, the enemy loses one of their command points. You know, you get X amount of command points every round, and if you don't use them all, they can carry over. But if you start wiping out some of their extra command points that they get, like by wiping out guys that give command points, it's going to give them less things they can do on their turn. So now before I shoot, the other thing I want to point out is in the lower right hand corner, this shows me, Welkin. He's got a command point. The symbol that looks kind of like a, you know, almost, it's basically supposed to be binoculars. It's a scout, just like the scout up there in the upper left. Basically, Welkin is a scout. That's his class. If you'll notice the weapon he's carrying, called a Galleon 1, has unlimited ammo, but there's a tab for change. If I hit tab, okay, right now it's not doing anything because we don't have any other weapons available yet. But as time goes on, we will end up getting stuff like you'll get some grenades, and you can, you know, other different weapons you can swap between. So there's some cool stuff you can do. So for now, I am just literally going to shoot this guy. and hopefully cause some damage. All right, that was his retaliation. So now I'm going to end my current action. And I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I am going to bring Alicia up, have her do some pot shots at this guy.
My turn, okay?
And then, again, hopefully between... Come on, go over, please. Ah, you're being a butt. There we go. And hopefully between our different people here, we're going to do enough that these guys just end up being foobar. Ooh, I got 5. If I hit all 5, he's done, but that's unlikely. Yeah, see, I missed 1. I would have got him, but I missed 1. All right, and sure enough, let's bring up the town watchman. He's actually been doing okay. He's actually gotten some of the kill shots just because of turn order and how things happened. Yeah, stand up. But now, literally, he should be able to get this kill because he's probably only going to have to hit him once or twice at most. Yeah, just once in a headshot. Yep, he got him. Good. So now you'll see the symbol goes up and breaks because we killed one of their command points. And that was their leader. We just won.
What's that? Sounds like a tank.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble now. Remember how I said we won? I lied. We won that until everything changed. Now we got a big old tank coming at us. And these shots that we're taking at it ain't going to do nothing. Because it's a tank. Our weapons do nothing against tank armor. Now, you see that thing in the back, though? Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, he almost took out our town watchman. And he knocked down Welkin. Okay. But that's a tank. That thing in the back, that glowing thing, is their weak spot. Okay. Our weapons right now won't do anything to that. Okay. But with the correct weapons, that weak spot can, depending on which weapons you're using and stuff, could be a one-shot kill on a tank. Or it could be just a couple. As opposed to just, like, hitting the armor and stuff. Which you can do a lot of and it can still keep going.
That's not good. We're not equipped to take out a tank.
He said it.
I hate to say it, but we should probably pull out.
Yeah,
Get
we
off
should probably
this
pull
road
out for
and
now.
into the alley to the east. It's too narrow for a tank to follow.
Okay.
And try to stay behind cover while moving. One blast from that turret and it's over.
Okay, so, once again, our victory conditions have now changed. We need Welkin to reach the destination. That's it. Okay. Failure if Welkin dies, Alicia dies, or 20 turns pass. So, this is still a continuation of the same battle. So, there's been more than, a couple turns here, like 2 turns. So, we're already 2 turns in, basically. But notice that victory condition. Welkin reaches the destination. What does that mean? That means I'm putting all my movement into Welkin and just busting ass to get over there. Why? Because that's going to be the quickest, most efficient way, even with all these guys here, running past all that and getting back over here where our destination is the key. Now, in order to do that, I might want to run down this way, get some cover, and come across. Either way that we have it, I'm probably going to deal with stuff. Now, as I run, okay, when I get near the end of my movement, okay, or maybe in between, I will maybe stop and try to take out some of these guys so I'm not getting shot so much, okay? But that's just still how it is, right? So, here we go. I'm taking Welkin. Okay. And now we can see I got options here. And I can see all these lines leading to all the different enemies. So here's what he's going to do. He's going to run. Okay. I'm running down this way. I'm running. And see, he's got a heck of a lot of movement. Okay. And I'm actually going to stop here and see if I can just take this guy out. Actually, is the other guy closer? A little bit, but not so much. It really won't matter. It's whether or not I get lucky enough to hit 2 headshots. Nope, I only got 1. Okay, now, Welkin's still doing all right. So, I can still move. He's taking some shots, but see how quickly? I didn't even need to use more than 1 action. I made it to where I needed to go, where it counted.
Phew. Looks like we shook him.
If they're rolling in the tanks, there's not much the town watch can do. We'll try to buy time so everyone can get away. I'll dig in my heels at the main gate and do what I can to stall them.
Okay, I'll head back to my house and grab Isara and Martha, then come back.
Be careful out there, Welkin.
Okay, so that's technically the end of that. Again, I didn't optimize on this like I would normally be a little bit more risky and like literally right in the beginning. I would, for the most part, ignore those beginning guys and just run straight past and try to go for the leader and put all my stuff into one person, Welkin, and have him take out the freaking leader. You know, potentially even in turn 1. Doubtful, but possible. Okay. And then do what I just did and run him. And with doing that, you know, you're pretty much good to go. Okay. You know, that would get you an A rank. This one, B rank, because, well, you know, I didn't optimize it. All right.
Chapter 2.
So,
Escape from Brule.
so now we got more story. One of the fun things about this game, like I said, it's very much a story-driven game. So, we're going to start watching the stories until we get to the next actual combat.
Isara, Martha, please be okay.
Martha!
What's her problem? She pregnant or just fat?
Who cares? Not gonna make any difference when she's dead.
Stop this now.
See what she's wearing? Take a good look at that shawl. She's a Darkson.
And that explains it. I thought this place stunk. Now I know it does. So, we got ourselves a fat one and a stinky one. P.U. It's a regular pig farm in here.
I will thank you to watch your tongue in this house.
Check out that ninja cartwheel.
That's a big gun for such a little girl. Drop it.
These guys are obviously inexperienced that she was able to cartwheel and they didn't just shoot her. Because obviously they want to shoot her.
Right there!
Get fence post. Ah, now she shoots.
Darkson pig!
Isara, are you okay?
I'm okay thanks to you. But Martha, I think she's...
Martha!
This isn't good. She's gone into labor. Moving her would be dangerous.
Right. Well, we can't just leave her here. What are we gonna do? There are a lot of Imperials out there, Ys. It's only a matter of time before they take over the Mill Plaza.
Welks, listen. The barn out back.
What about it?
Our fathers have left us something. Something that might get us out of this mess.
Something that might get us out of this mess. I wonder what that would be. Well, the new episode that has been added will show us. And if you can kind of tell from the slightly purposely faded out picture at that point, we get a new toy.
Dad's tank. Whoa. I Can't believe it's still here.
And it's one of a kind. Here it is, the Edelweiss. Tamer built it especially for General Gunther.
Yeah, and it worked great, too. So it's just been parked here in the barn?
I wanted to make sure it would still operate, you know, in case of emergencies. I enrolled in a maintenance class given by the military. I wanted to be able to do what my father could do.
Well, that's great. But that's only a class, Isara.
It really didn't need much, hardly any alterations at all. I just fitted it with a new turbine engine. It really improves on the power-to-weight ratio. The Edelweiss is field-worthy. Its firepower and mobility are more than a match for recent models.
Well, assuming it does work. What's next?
All right. Welks, you took the armored vehicle course, didn't you?
Yeah. Back in high school. Once.
We'll bring Martha here. She'll be safe inside the tank, and we can move to a better location. Just leave the driving to me, okay? All you have to do is give the orders.
Now, this is what the game is all about. The tactics, the strategy, all that's part of it, but you get a fucking tank, guys. You get a tank.
Isara, we ready to roll?
Engaging engine. The Edelweiss is ready for deployment.
Alicia could still be out there dodging bullets, buying time for people to evacuate. Here's the plan. We're gonna pick up Alicia and get out of town. All right, Edelweiss, move out!
Damn straight. All right, so now our new episode. We are back to another actual battle. So we're going to go ahead and do this battle and keep going. We're having some fun, guys. Okay, so this will tell us what we actually got to do.
Here's the brief for this operation.
Okay, now I don't know if it's from right here now or a little bit later, but you notice she said, here's the brief for this operation. At one point, they tend to get, literally, they're kind of brief. It's like they'll say, here's the brief. You go to here, and they show you the map. They tell you real quick what you're doing. Excuse me. The enemy is squad centered around a single tank, currently advancing from the plaza onto the main road. Okay, that's their red rectangle up there, their symbol. We need to defend the gate. That's where we're at. On that road. If the enemy breaches it, the evacuating townspeople will be in danger. Okay. And that tank is going to just come straight for the gate. Okay. So our goal here is to take out that tank while keeping the gate standing. Okay. Without the help of your tank, it's next to impossible for us to destroy their tank. So until we can rendezvous, the Brule Town Watch will do everything we can to keep that gate in one piece. In other words, we got Alicia and we got some town watchmen. We got foot soldiers. We got to do what we can to try to keep the gate safe. Okay. So we need to hold off enemy forces until Welkin and Isara arrive with the Edelweiss. Okay. We'll need to use sandbags around the starting point and gate for cover to hold back the Empire's attack. Okay. So then it just, again, tells you what our victory conditions are. Enemy tank is destroyed. Failure. If the main gate is destroyed. Notice that's in red because it's saying, hey, if you do that, you really fucked up. Welkin dies, Alicia dies, or 20 turns pass. Okay, those three are kind of standard, especially in the beginning ones. But you will have other failure conditions sometimes, depending on what goes on. And your victory conditions can sometimes get kind of complex. Other times, it's pretty straightforward. Okay.
All right, let's begin. We've got to stop them here.
Okay. After the brief, they'll usually say maybe a little something, just a little story expo, like what Alicia just said. That's kind of how a lot of the battles going forward are going to be.
If this gate falls, there's going to be even more casualties among the townspeople. The Town Watch will defend this gate so as many people as possible can get away. Got a second? Listen close and
Okay.
I'll explain.
Now, this is still doing this. It may or may not do it. I can't remember. Again, it's been a long time since I played. If they continue to do this kind of thing, carrying on in the future with all of the different the battles, but you know, even if they do, it's just part of the game. Okay. Sandbags and hand grenades. So now she's basically doing this one here because we're talking about new stuff that they haven't really explained before. Because now we get hand grenades. So by moving behind sandbags and selecting crouch, which we have been doing, we increase our defenses, and defenses are maximized and extra damage from headshots is negated. Okay. While we're focusing on defense or ending one's turn, it's always best to hide like that. Okay. And opposite of that, this means that enemies hiding behind cover are also well protected and more difficult to defeat. This is what hand grenades are for. Okay. Because we can throw them to damage the enemy and destroy handbags. Again, like I mentioned before that we didn't have the weapon for it yet. If we press tab, we can switch out weapons. Okay. Alicia has some, but you have a limited number. So you got to make sure you use them widely. Each player phase, you do recover one hand grenade. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. I've got two town watchmen. I've got the gate right there. I've got Alicia. And then right now what I can see is the tank, and they've got a shock trooper. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Alicia because she's got more movement than these guys do. Plus, she's just better overall. More hit points and everything. Okay. And what you're going to see me doing is some semi-advanced stuff because they haven't really discussed all of it yet. But if you notice these patches where it looks like green, hashes and stuff, and you see some what are bushes, this is like grass and bushes and stuff. And in tall grass and certain things, you can actually crawl on the ground to hide, which if you're hidden, the enemy can't see you. Okay. And if they can't see you, they can't shoot you. So you can literally go and basically sneak up and sneak around positions, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to sneak up because this guy, shock troopers, they are painful. Okay. They got machine guns and they're pretty painful. But if I can sneak around and take out some of these guys, and if there's anybody else around here, if I can take out some of those guys, well, that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to reduce their forces so that they can't really advance on us and get their tank up to our gate and screw us over. So that's the plan.
My turn, okay?
So here we go, Alicia. Okay. So we're literally going to
Enemy unit spotted.
run behind here. Come on. Hop over. And then when I get to the grass, crawl. Okay. And let's see my map. Okay. So now I see 3 things over there. There's a shock trooper. There's somebody else. And in fact, it's hard to see from here, but that guy looks like he's red. Let me see if I can get a better look. Yeah. So notice that. That's a scout. And that scout gives a command point to the enemy. So I kind of want to try to get rid of him at some point. But I'm not going to do that just yet. Okay. Because I'm way too far away. I'm not going to be effective. But I can sneak up on these bastards. Just make my way through this grass. All crouched down, crawling through it. They can't see me. So they ain't going to be able to shoot me. Which is a very good thing.
Enemy unit spotted.
And see, I even see an enemy unit.
spotted.
Uh-oh. Now he found me because I got too close. But here's where my grenade comes in. See, there's 2 guys there. Now, I use this to adjust where I throw my grenade. Okay. If I throw it on this side of the sandbags, it'll blow up the sandbags. It'll do a little bit of damage to them. Okay. If I place it just on the other side of the sandbags, it'll do more damage to them. And it's going to blow up the sandbags, which is going to force this guy to no longer be crouching because his sandbags are destroyed. It'll also throw him prone, both of these guys prone. And depending on the amount of damage, I might actually kill the guy standing. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it. Oh, damn it. Landed wrong. So I didn't kill him. But I actually hurt some dudes. Okay. And I'm still going to creep up a little bit. This way I can get a little better look. I'm not going to end yet. I want to just see. Okay. Yep, there's a guy right there too. He's standing as well. So that's good. And I got a lot of guys here. I got 3 scouts and a shock trooper. Ouch. Okay. So ideally, maybe I can grenade these guys and get rid of them too. So let's go ahead and
My turn, okay?
see if I got another grenade. I do not, damn it. Well, I guess I'm going to have to just shoot and kill some dudes, because these guys right now are taking me out, and I don't like that. So he's a one-shot, so I can pretty much guarantee to hit him. I'm going to go with him, because that way when this other guy, if this other guy retaliates on me or something, or on his turn, I'll probably end up killing him anyway. Okay, so I got that guy. Back down. I'm going to end the current action. And at this point, I am going to grab one of the town watch, because they should have a grenade still. Okay. And I'm going to try to get up there and toss a grenade at these guys. Just because I want to make sure that we get rid of them. Okay, again, once I get close enough, that guy will actually see me pretty well. See? Yeah. Even when I'm crawling. But it does help a little bit. And it's going to prevent these guys over here from seeing me. Oh, he doesn't even have a grenade? Well, son of a bitch. See how long? It's been so long since I played this game. I don't even know. But you know what? Now these guys are mega screwed. Because we got two people here. See how that shock trooper is painful. Okay.
My turn, okay?
Oh, I'm not in a good spot, damn it. Okay, this is dangerous for Alicia. I might have played this wrong, but we'll see. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if I played it wrong, because I might have been a little bit too bold and forgetting some stuff, so it's possible that I screwed up. And they do have a lot of actions, but we'll see. So you're not doing anything against the tank, guys. Oh, another guy. But he gets to be shot at. And you barely hit me. And I get to shoot you some more. Yeah, he's probably going to end up going down if he tries to do anything again. Yep. Damn shock troopers are tough. See how that machine gun goes? And he's crouched down, so he's not going to take a lot of damage from it, so. Okay, we got him a couple times with that. Oof. Yeah, he's grenading it. We definitely have to take that guy out. Yeah, you got him facing backwards, damn it. That was a good move on your part, but now you're dead. Even though my watchman took some damage, you're done. Alright. Okay, so I survived that. That didn't turn out the best, but I survived it. Yep, Ragnade, that's healing. Yep. Sometimes the unit suffers heavy damage and needs aid faster. We can use Ragnade. Basically, think of it like a little healing potion. Okay. And we can select it and move it. It's just like using anything, but it does use an action. Okay. So, first what I'm going to do, though, is we got to try to take out this guy. Let's see, though. I think what we're going to do is... Alicia's hurt pretty bad, but he's actually pretty good. So, I'm actually going to use this bastard. And, yeah, we're just... Got to get rid of you. There we go. Good. Got him. And then... No, you're stuck on her. Damn it. That's stupid. So, you know what? So, here's what we're going to do with you. F, you can't face the right way. There we go. We're going to bring you back this way. I hate it when they won't go around where I want them to go around. Face that way. There we go. He doesn't have much left, but he might provide us with a little bit when time is right. Now.
My turn, okay?
Yeah, you're done. All right, let's see. And I've got 2 left. So,
My
Alicia,
turn, okay?
time for you to go to work, girl. Now you got your grenade back. There we go. See, now he ain't looking good. Let's see. Get rid of you. All right, so didn't get rid of the guy with the command point, but we got rid of all those other dudes, which should help. Still not my best playthrough on this one. I've done so much better in it in the past, but that was also when I had played it a lot more and remember. Okay, yep, we're about halfway, a little less than halfway.
No! If
Don't worry, it ain't gonna keep up. We're gonna get our tank here soon, I bet. We just have to deal with these bastards. Yeah, Scout, you're done this round. Yeah, go ahead. Shoot at my guy. Watch him shoot back at you now. Oh, almost killed you. Ah, you bring in another guy. Ooh, another command point that needs to be killed. And the town watchman survived. And now you're going to get him, aren't you? Yep, you got him. You got one of my watchmen. That's okay. Yeah, I know he retreated. All right. My turn. That's right. Tank arrived, baby.
Entering combat.
the tank should be able to breach that wall. It may provide us with a shortcut, Welks.
All right, let's give it a shot. Hang in there, Alicia.
Yep, they are far beyond foot soldiers. Alright, so just remember, tanks don't recover hit points too. And they also consume 2 command points when selected. And if you rely too heavily on tanks in battle, you fall short on your CP. But ideally, we can get through here.
Oh, it's a tank! It's a galleon tank!
Yes, it is.
Alicia, I'm sorry we're late.
Welkin, you have a tank?
Yes, he does. She's very impressed.
We can talk later. Right now, we need to stop those soldiers.
Enemy tank sighted, Welks. Switching to anti-tank combat. Armor-piercing shells loaded.
That's right. Let's load those and
All
take them
right,
out.
Let's go take it down.
That's the goal. The problem is, something's going on with my movement here. So I can't even target anything. All right, so basically what it's saying I got multiple kinds. Here's my anti-tank shot. If I switch, I've got a mortar, and I can use mortars to try to go after their dudes. Okay, you know, get an area effect. I also got machine gun for close up on personnel. Okay, right now, unfortunately though, I can't hit anything because it's kind of, I don't know what was going on with the controls. But you notice how it's kind of, the tank was shaking around a lot? Something's going on. It was being a little bit weird there. And that was eating up a little bit of my movement. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I'm kind of screwed on that one. Hopefully, though, I still, it's going to take up 2 points, but hopefully I can still get the angle to take a shot at that frickin' tank. Yep, there we go. We're gonna get a shot at this guy. There we go. Notice I can roll right over barriers like that. So now, taking a shot at that weak spot. Now it does say 2 to kill, okay, depending on where I am. Like if I up there, like 3 to there. But if I actually hit that, that's a good thing, okay, because that would mean 1 more shot and it's dead. So fingers crossed, everybody. See, I missed it. That's the problem. I actually hit the fucking gate, so that really just screwed us. And I probably lost because of that. That sucks. And I don't have enough to use the tank again, so now it's time to try to, you know, mess up these dudes as much as I can.
Moving out.
Okay, so this guy I could take out with 1. Or can I actually get him? Not from here. So I might as well just get this guy. So he's done. That's 1 command point down for them. So helps our cause a little bit. Still not what we need. So Alicia, run, lady, run. Get over here. Crouch. And end your turn. Like I said, I didn't play this one the best. Might end up having to replay it because we might lose this. Because I kind of fucked it up. Oh, you're going to shoot at me, though. By all means, please do. Yeah, I got lots of HP. And there's separate areas. There's body, there's treads, okay, etc. And attacks to the tank's body and main cannon reduce the body, while blows to the treads reduce the tread HP. Okay. If your BHP reaches 0, you're destroyed. If your tread reaches 0, your AP gets way cut down. Easier to deal damage to treads and body, even with grenades. Halting a tank before taking it out at your leisure may be a strategy that's both safe and sensible. Okay. Like I said, that glowing blue radiator, that's the weak point. Even standard bullets can do reasonable damage. Yeah, not really. Not this early on. They're really not doing much. Okay. Try to get behind the tanks for a chance to take it down, while being careful not to expose your rear to hostile fire. In other words, don't show your butt. And you're going to throw a grenade. And that might be it. Yep, that's it. We lost. See, I played it bad.
Rule is...
So this means basically I just got game's over. I got to try again. And we're going to. I'm not going to give up. Let's retry battle. Okay, this time, now that I remember, only Alicia's got the grenades. I'm going to be able to play it a little bit smarter. Because I'm going to play into what the enemy is doing this time. Yep, we already know this. So, in this case, what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Alicia, because she is our main scout. And I'm going to once again have her, come on, get over there.
Enemy unit spotted.
Crouch. And we're going to deal with these guys up here just a little bit. Not quite as boldly as we did before, but yes, we are going to deal with them. I'm still going to go ahead and grenade the two that are up ahead
Enemy
here.
unit spotted.
Right now, luckily, he's not even facing
Enemy
this way.
unit
Now he is. So now let's switch to grenade. And hopefully I can get a little better throw this time. Nope, still bad. But that's okay. We've exposed them a little bit. And I'm ending current action. Now, instead of getting her so hurt, notice her HP is still pretty good. What I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take Billy Bob over here. And let's go for a nice run, buddy. Come on, hop over. Why are they having such a hard time jumping over these things? And you're going to get right over here and crouch. And it's a long shot, but we're going to try anyway to do a little bit of damage to him. Ooh, if I got lucky. And I did. Look at that. There we go. All right, so he's in a good position too. Because now, when these guys try to run down this way, we'll be able to take some more pot shots at them. Okay. Now, here's the real trick. I am going to end my phase and keep those 2 command points. Okay. Why? Because they stack. They roll over. So that'll give me more next turn. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to let them try to see if they can hurt me, which they might hurt me a little bit, but I'll also get to retaliate on them. Now, let's see. This isn't doing shit to the tank. We're hitting the front armor. We're not hitting that radiator. And even so, it wouldn't be really doing that much. But the tank is literally just positioning itself to be some cover for its guys and then damaging our gate. Yeah, go ahead and shoot at my dude. That's fine. He gets to retaliate. Okay. Didn't kill him, but weakened him, which is good. Nope. Didn't get a good shot at him, but see, these guys do. And see, they got him, so it worked out. So I'm taking dudes down on their turn, which is always a bonus to kill them on their turn. Uh-oh. Retaliation time. At least I get to shoot at you. You are crouched, so you're not going to take much damage, but it is what it is. And another scout. And this is the one that is the command scout. And there he goes. See, that works out great. Took him out. That's one less command point for them on the next turn. So you see, this strategy is a lot better. And this is what I used to do. Yeah, I just forgot, what's going on in this particular fight. So, all right. So now, what I want to do is I'm going to take out this guy. And then start coming around this way towards these guys. So
My turn, okay?
way to go, Alicia. Now let's get you.
Enemy sighted.
Oh, another guy. Hey, great. Let's go over here to this side of this. And yes, you can just stay right there. And you might as well finish this guy off too. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to. With him right there. Oh yeah, look at that head filling that. Boom. Excellent job, Alicia. See, and now she gets the joy of running up this way. Like this. And then we're going to go with this guy. And we're going to see if we can finish off dude up here. Just one headshot. There it is. And then, let's move your butt over to this side. Come on, all the way over and crouch. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go
My turn, okay?
Alicia, grenade. Probably won't kill him, but it'll hurt. And then we hide back there. And that should be good for us. Because we might get their little other command point guy like you did last time coming back this way. And once again, I'm going to keep my command points because I think we're sitting in a good position here that they're not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy. Plus, having those extra command points gives us more to do on the next go round. All right. As I remember, don't shoot your own gate. That's something that's not good. Ah, so he's going to do a grenade. You bastard. Okay, that was a dumb move on your part because now you're probably dead. Or not. Damn town watchman, piss poor shot. Oh, so you're going to try again. Well, this time might do it. Yep, there we go. All right. Doing a little better this time, this go around. It's now my phase. And Welkin has already arrived, so this is beautiful. So, now, see how many I've got? I got basically 3 turns with the tank. So this is pretty damn good. Because what that means I can do is I can do a couple things. First, remember what they said about grenades.
My turn, okay?
Let's see if we can make it work. Oh, look at that. It damaged the treads. Didn't really kill the entire thing, but it did a decent amount of damage. So that's that. And then we're going to just move Alicia up here. Come on, over you go. There we go. Crouch and face this way. Now we're going to grab our good old tank.
Here we go.
And I'll probably have to go through this little instructional thing again. So we're just going to cut through that because we know.
Enemy sighted.
I don't care about that enemy. let's get these guys stopped. Okay. Aha. And there goes that guy. One less CP for you guys. There we go. And thank you for the bot account. I appreciate it.
Here we go.
Alright, so I damaged it. Didn't do what I really needed to do, but, you know. Because, again, the whole movement thing is being a real pain in the ass right now. Okay, now, hopefully this should be better. Still missed. You see, that's the one problem. You can still miss. So, basically now, this is my last chance. Because it's going to shoot the, shoot there. If it shoots twice, which I don't think it can. Nope, it's going to shoot at me. Because it's dumb. Perfect. So, because it's dumb, that's going to help me out. Yeah, you go ahead and run around, buddy. I don't care about you. You're way in the distance. Same here. We're way back there. You ain't going to do nothing. So, this basically means we won. Because now, I'm going to make sure I don't miss. And the way I'm going to make sure of that... Literally, it's hard to miss when you're point-blank frickin' range. And so, see, it's still missed, but on my next turn here, even if I hit in the same general area, it should do enough damage that that'll be it for it. There it goes. So I got the tank removed. Finally. So that's good. Okay. Still, definitely not an A rank
We stopped it.
on that.
Nice work,
I've done much better in the past. On previous playthroughs.
Now you're my hero,
Just
Woken.
out of practice, man.
The Imperials are running off for now. Looks like we bought some time at least.
Oh, and the baby was born.
Welks, it's a boy. Martha had a boy.
Outstanding.
She gave birth in Dad's tank?
Yes, and without complications. They're both perfectly healthy.
Good. That's fantastic. Now let's stay sharp as we head out of town.
All right. See, yeah, I said not good enough for an A, but I still got a B rank, which is good. All right. So, now where does this experience and the money come into play? Later. Doesn't do much for us right now, but later it will. All right, new episode time. So, we got a new cutscene. We're going to let this run. While this is running, I'm going to go ahead and hit the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Two hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so? Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia? Oh, he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
All right, so that's the end of chapter 2. We're in chapter
Vassal
3
urban
now.
warfare.
So, let's see what the story progresses. Depending on how long this is going to go, might go through all the way through chapter 3 and then end it after that, but we'll see. So, here we go.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees. Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
So these are my new digs. Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now. Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back? It's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle, king of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking. I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Okay. Now notice it literally went through 1A, B, C, and D here all at once. So it just went to that. But now we have 3-2. View this episode.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am. Galleon Militia Enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am.
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am!
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other?
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welkin was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying more, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today. But you still have time. Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgrees. They'll be your new home. So get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
All right, so this is where we can start to get into stuff. Change equipment or view info on the members of Squad 7. So now this is where you are now officially the lieutenant in charge of Squad 7. So we can look in our squad barracks. Okay. And in here, so I've got, if you'll notice, 4 people in here. Okay. I got Welkin, Alicia, and I got Rosie and Largo. Basically, I've got one of each of the starting classes, if you will. Alicia's a scout, Rosie's a shock trooper, and Largo's a lancer. And then Welkin, technically he's also a scout, but he's really the tank commander because he spends most of his time in the tank. Some going forward. Okay. But notice we don't have anybody else currently in here. Okay. Now, if I hit Q on when I'm selected on someone, I can get more info about them. So, like, for example, this is the, let's see, go through all this. All right. So this is like your initial screen. Okay. Gives you what kind of gun I'm using. Galleon 1. I can also have a B-type grenade, M1, that ragnade we mentioned, and the combat suit I'm wearing. And it gives you the stats on the different things you're using. I hit Q, I can go, and it's showing me some stuff that we don't have access to just yet. Okay. But then you'll notice this right here. These are traits, or potential is what it's called. Ooh. So for these different potentials and things like that, they're all different things. So it's like, nature lover, calm heart, they all have different little bonuses and things that they can, that they do for you. So like, hold on, let's see if I can go back. Okay, so I can see, all right, nature lover, being around nature makes his heart soar, bringing about a boost to his abilities. Calm heart, unshaken even when surrounded by foes, he remains calmly in command, enjoying a boost in his parameters. So, yeah, just depending on what the character is and does, etc., they've got, different things that they can do. Okay, and we can look at all these for each of the different characters. Their different potentials, etc. And some of these, some of these are pretty good, and some of them can be bad. Like, notice Rosie's got a desert allergy. Allergy to dust and sand leads to a steady drain of HP while in a sandy area. But she's also Big Sister. She can't just abandon her fellow shock troopers. If any are nearby, she gets enhanced abilities, and she's also strong-willed, so she takes less damage from interception fire, which that's the shooting that happens against you when you're running around and you're not in targeting mode. Okay, so there's goods and bads that can happen with these. Okay, and like I said, there's other things in here. Notice there's also things like likes, like Brigitte likes Largo and someone named Cherry, who we'll meet later. Largo likes Rosie, okay, and Hannah's or Hannah's and Jan or John, however you want to call it, okay. So, or Rosie, her name's Brigitte Stark, but Rosie is her is the name she goes by. But Largo likes Rosie, and Rosie likes Largo. So when you have characters that like each other, they work better and coordinate together. Alicia likes Welkin, and vice versa. So again, these characters work well together, stuff like that. And so that's your squad barracks. Yes, we're going to exit the squad barracks because there's nothing we can do in there right now. Okay, command room. This is where we can choose the different members of Squad 7 and who's going to get to fight. Okay, so in here, technically, this is where I should be able to recruit new people.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad. You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards. That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out.
Or so she says.
Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up. They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing
It says
armored
then,
targets.
it says the anti-tank units.
Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank. They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars. Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback. Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site. They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it. Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators. Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance.
This is one of my favorite classes.
You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for. That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
So I already have those 4 that I came with. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start looking through here and grabbing different units. Okay. So right now, I'm looking at, as you can see, the scouts. I've got a bunch of scouts here. And, well, I'm just going to kind of look through and see and pick some. Kind of pick the ones that I typically like, to be honest. So, like, Noche or Nos, however you want to call it. I like to call it Noche. But I like Noche.
I'm Noche Wordsworth.
Oh, see, there you go.
Hi.
Okay. So added Noche. Nice thing about Noche, actually, if I go E, you can see Alicia likes him, so they work well together. Okay. And vice versa. So that's always a good thing. Okay. Nancy is also pretty good, I think, overall. Ramona. See, Frisia. I think Frisia's pretty good if I remember. Like, again, we can look at the potential info. When we're on desert, that's good for her. Having men nearby makes her happy, leading to enhanced accuracy. So she doesn't have any downsides technically. And she likes Salinas, Walter, and Emil. So, you know, those are things to consider. So I'm going to go ahead and grab her as well. So that way I will have 3 scouts so far.
I'm Frisia York, handsome. I know you'll take real good care of me.
Okay. And now as we continue down, now see here we're getting into our shock troopers. Okay. And so there's a bunch in here. Let's see which ones. Okay, there's Nina. I remember Nina. We just said that someone, I think it was Frisia, liked Nina. No, somebody liked Nina. Or maybe I was looking at someone else. Okay, so, well, Hannes and Jan, or John, okay, because I can see John, who is there, that's also a Lancer, but I think Hannes was one of our shock troopers, okay. He likes Largo. He also likes Jane, which is another shock trooper who likes him. So that could be a good possibility because working well with Jane and Hannes, so that would give us 3 shock troopers if we took him and Jane.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Okay. And Jane, I didn't really look at their potentials, but I mean, like, look at this one, you know. Jane, she's a Lancer killer. Okay. Imp Hater. Okay. You know, I can look at those if I want, but, you know, basically she seems like a good match. I like the fact when they work well together, usually does pretty good job of things. Okay. Jan, we said that, that Largo, I think it was a fan of Jan. Yep. And Hannes. So right now we've got 3 scouts, 3 shock troopers, and 1 Lancer. So let's go ahead and add Jan, because that way Jan and Largo can work well together.
Hey, soldier! I'm Jan Walker.
Jan.
I'll fight with everything I've got.
Okay. And who else did they like? So Largo also liked Haynes, and Jane likes Oscar. Jan likes Montley and Walter, who I'm not sure if we saw them already. So Montley's another scout. And Walter, I don't think has come up just yet. Yeah, so Walter's another Lancer. And he likes Frieza and Jan, which is perfect. We have both those in there. So here, I think, is our 3rd Lancer that we're going to grab.
The name's Walter Nash, buddy. Pleasure to be working with you.
Okay. Now, who else we got? We got going into our engineers. So we got Herbert, Carl, Ramsey, Nadine, Claudia. Okay. I'm not seeing any real crossover other than, okay, Montley. and Ramsey. So Herbert likes Motley and Ramsey. And Ramsey likes Elise and Herbert. And Elise is another shock trooper who she also likes Ramsey. She likes Homer, who we don't have, and Susie, who we don't have. But I do think if we go Herbert and Ramsey.
Herbert, Nielsen.
Okay, and then Ramsey.
I'm Ramsey Clement. Hey.
And do note that we can switch out at any time. Plus, we still have 9 open slots, so it's not like I've... All right, now, snipers. I got 2 snipers. Period. Right now. Okay? Cesare or Cesare, or however you want to say it, and Marina. And I'm getting both the snipers that I've got available right now.
My name is Cesare Regard.
Okay, and Marina.
Marina Wolfstein.
Okay, so I still got 7 open slots. So out of all this, I'm now just going to go and grab a couple, like, let's see here. Motley, we saw this name come up.
Hey, I'm Motley Leonard. How goes it?
Okay, and some of those, same with, I think, Ramona at one point.
My name's
Okay, let's grab, I think we saw, was it Elise we saw that come up again?
Hi.
Okay, should have 4 left. Let's go ahead and grab us. I think I saw Aisha's name pop up once. Yeah, I think Aisha's name popped up. I'm not really too concerned, but all right, we're getting that. So what do we got here? We got 4 scouts, 4 shock troopers, 4 lancers, 2 engineers, and 2 snipers. Got 3 left. I think this is good for now because you don't deploy them all. I think we've got a decent mix. So this is good. Okay, yeah, all right. I'll add until we got 20. Fine, if you just want to do that. So fine. Let's grab one more. Who do we want to grab? Carl, Nadine, or Claudia? City Kid, Shut In, Pollen Allergy, and Metalhead Lonely. You know what? Let's take a look. Well, she likes Aisha, and we have Aisha. So that might be the way to go. City Kid, standing on paved roads. Gives them shut in when holed up in camp. They cease to pay attention to the world outside. Okay, so basically, don't leave her in camp. Have her out about doing stuff. And if it's in a city, that's going to give her a boost. So yeah, I think Claudia is a good pick. So that'll be our 3rd engineer. Which gives us 2 slots left. So, yep, Dorothy. And let's go with... Yeah, Nancy. Why not?
I'm Nancy DeFore.
Thank you. You're not Nancy DeFive, you're Nancy DeFore. Okay, so...
Well, feel like you've struck a balance?
And we can adjust our
Come
squad
back
anytime.
anytime you'd like to adjust your squad. As time passes, we'll have more Oh, and all the recruits go through training together. They'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you've taken into... You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience.
Outstanding.
Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with.
All right.
That should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
Good to know. All right, so that's how you set up your squad.
Wow. Squad leader's a lot of responsibility. Come to think of it, Faldio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too.
All right, so that's getting that. We still have more. We've got training field, we got R&D field, and then we got book mode. That's book mode is where we go to do. Now, if you notice upper right hand corner, we got 2,350 experience and 6,550 monies. Okay, so going to the training field, I should be able to use my experience now. I don't know if it's technically open yet. I mean, it should be.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level.
And that goes for everyone.
You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now! All right. Now I'll show you lowlives how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First, you go out there and fight. Then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go.
I will. Let's see. So.
Train all you want. I've got all day.
Okay, so we can go between the different classes, and then we can add experience. So, boop, there, Scout. That'll take it to level 2 Scout. Level 2 Shock Trooper. Lancer. Engineer. Sniper. And then, are we sure? Yep. So now everyone's going to go up a level.
I got no use for...
So everybody leveled up.
Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Lancers.
So now, remember we said there's potentials and stuff, so now the Lancers got a new potential.
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Snipers.
Same with the Snipers. Okay, now I still got more experience. Okay, but notice the experience levels to go up to the next level have increased, so I don't have enough to bring everybody up another level, but I could bring one more thing up another level right now. Okay, I'm going to do that with the scouts, because especially early on I'm going to use a lot of scouting, and I'm going to go ahead, and because engineers only take 581 to get up the next, I'm going to go ahead and dump that last 300 to them just to get them a little bit closer to the next level.
Bite the bullet.
Okay, so now I got level 3 scouts.
Good work, maggots.
Okay, now nothing else actually happened to them. That's basically it. These guys are where they're at, and that's it for your training.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience.
Okay.
Oh, and there's one more thing to add. Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them. You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order. Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic, a real golden oldie.
Okay, this is an order. Okay. You can use command points to give orders that can do things like this one here. Evade boost raises one ally's evasion skills. Makes them harder to
Orders
hit.
are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail. It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad. The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt. I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
All right, so that is the training field. Now there's the R&D facility.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for?
All right, so this is where we're going to increase our
that
equipment.
insignia? You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you? I knew it! Man, I've heard about you! That evacuation at Brule was just... wow! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people.
You get all my respect and then some, bro.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man, man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today?
We want new
We
stuff.
do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank. Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in any time and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
All right, so development work on tanks happens in the form of body enhancements, tread, and weak point improvements, and attack support. Body enhancements mostly reinforce the gun barrel and body armor to improve its base stats. Okay, tanks automatically given the best body type you have developed. You decide whether to favor attack or defense, and altering body types gives you your tank a different outward appearance. Improvements of treads and weak point and attack support take the form of parts you can add to the tank to enhance it. Okay. Each part it's kind of, think of it like a Tetris and a puzzle block. You got different puzzle blocks. You fit them in how you want. You have a limited amount of space. So you can kind of pick and choose based on what things you get, what you're going to outfit it with, basically. And it just kind of goes your style. So now we got the two options. I can deal with the tanks or I can develop weapons. So if I go with the weapons, okay, so rifles. Rifles are what we're going to give to the scouts. Now, my scouts right now are our highest level. They're level 3. Now, you'll notice the current weapon they're having, the Galleon 1, its aim is a rank C, which basically means the size of the targeting circle. Okay, it has a range of up to 350. It does 17 damage versus personnel, 40 damage versus armor, quote unquote, but not really, whatever. It's got 5 shots. It doesn't do any areas. It doesn't have any special effects, and we already have it. If I go to the next thing, this accuracy boost, notice that it cost me 500 monies, or DCTs, whatever you want to call them, ducats. I don't know what they're actually called. But it increases my damage against personnel from 17 to 22. Okay, which is pretty nice. Okay, so go ahead and get it, upgrade it.
Here you go, bro. All done.
Okay. Now, if we move along, here's machine guns. Okay, so this would be for your shock troopers. Okay, same thing. Spend 500, and I'm increasing the damage to personnel to 21. Doesn't sound like a lot, but if you notice how many shots I've got 20 shots. Okay, so 20 shots at 20 versus personnel would be up to 400 damage. 21 would be 420 damage, assuming everything hits. Okay, so it all adds up. Okay, so same kind of thing. I'm going to increase this as well. I've got the money to do it. I'm doing it.
Whew, it's done.
Okay. This is for our Lancers. So once again, I'm going from 120 to 125. And notice the armor, because this is what they're really good for, goes from 850 to 900. Okay. Costs a little bit more, 700, but it's worth it. Okay.
All set for you, bro.
the next one, this is our sniper rifles. Definitely want the snipers to be doing better. The more damage they do, the better. 75 versus personnel, 55 versus armor. Again, it's increasing each by 5 for 500 monies. So we're going to do that.
Here you go.
Okay. Now, grenades. No advancements I can do on them right now. Okay. Armor, however, uniform armor, I got 0 defense with what I'm wearing right now. I get a whole whopping 1, but 1 is better than none. So we're going to do that. So everyone gets a little bit of an upgrade on their combat suits. Okay. Blast suits. This is for Lancers. So, again, going to defense 1 from nothing. So it's definitely good, and it does have anti-blast defense. Oops, wrong button. We want to activate that. There we go. So there we go. So that is all of the things that we can currently do with the developed weapons. So now we go to outfit tanks. We still have 2950 left, so I might be able to do some stuff on the tanks. Let's take a look. So there's change parts. So I have no parts right now that I can do. So, well, let's see. Let's tab to go to R&D. It says outfit tanks. Outfitting tanks. That's what I was doing, right? Well, notice I can't change anything right now. Anything else. The only thing I can do is change parts. And I don't have any parts. And the reason I don't have any parts is because I haven't unlocked anything that I can actually do yet to the tank. They talked about what we could do, but we don't have the stuff for it at this point in time. So we're just not at that specific point. Okay. So that's everything we can do in R&D.
Well, sir, was that helpful?
It was. Thank you.
We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow what's out of reach today. Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
Okay.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
Okay. So there we go. That was the R&D facility. So now we go back to the book mode, and this is where we actually go through the story and go to the combats and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it did a thing again. It actually closed the damn game out on me. I love that. So hopefully it saved everything. That would suck if it didn't. We're about to find out as I reboot this.
Sega.
Oh, you're kidding me. Yep. It didn't save it. And now it's like frozen. Oh, it's acting up on me. Alright, well, let's see here. Can I get it to do anything else? No. It is frozen. My computer is apparently funky right now and deciding to play games with me instead of letting me play games. So that's just what it be. All right, so let's try to stop you. Let me try one more time to load it up, but it looks like this might be it for tonight, possibly, because I don't think it's saved, which means I would have to go back through all of that, and I don't want to put you guys back through everything that was just done. So if that actually is the case, what I will end up doing is ending the stream and taking care of that off stream to catch up to where we were. Okay. It sucks because when I went into book mode, the next thing I was going to do was save, and I don't have that option now. So, start button, load game, and load. And yeah, this is chapter 1, and it's not letting me go any forward. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, all right, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. I will get us caught back up into chapter 3 where we're at for the next time that I start streaming this. So when I stream it again, we will be all caught up to that. But I'm not going to go back through that right now on the stream. So you've already seen it once. we'll basically start where we got screwed up at, and that'll be the next time. But before I go, just a little shout out to what is happening coming up tomorrow night, 7 p.m. So November 7th at 7 Eastern Standard Time, right here on our channels, everywhere we stream to, will be Out of Our Ascension, our finale. That's right, the finale, the grand finale for Campaign 1 of Out of Our Ascension will be tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us. We're looking forward to it. And then Saturday, November 8th at 6:30 p.m. It's my birthday, by the way. I'm going to be doing a charity live stream of a fun little one-shot called Culinary Curiosities. Please tune into that. It'll be here. It'll also be streamed on GoatCon, on Twitch. Go check it out. It's for Extra Life Charity, and we would love to have you donate to that. I'm going to go ahead and have the link for that up and available in like Twitch chat and in YouTube chat and all that kind of stuff. I'll post that link out so you guys can go to my Extra Life charity page and donate to help us raise money for Extra Life. We would love it. So hopefully we will see you there tomorrow night and Saturday night for some fun gaming action. Take it easy.